like, that could have been somebody's. That's some nigga's rent.
Yeah, Donnie. Thanks for the 5 gifted. Yeah,
literally. Yeah. Like,
could have been
W's.
more. Could have been more.
W's. Thanks for 100 gifted. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, 100 gift is $500. That's half a nigga's rent right now, and you just brushed it off. Like
0, 1. Let's get started.
Welcome back to another episode of the Code Noir podcast. It's your boy Chuka and Obi. What's going on, Obi?
Y'all. What's good with it, y'all? Welcome back. The mic probably peaked there. Welcome back, y'all. Code Noir podcast. We back at it again with y'all. How's it doing? How's everybody doing out there? Yep, it is what it is.
Yeah, and for the record, guys, Obi wanted me to go get some smelling salts so I could have more energy for the intro. That's kind of crazy.
If y'all check the last episode, I came correct with the smelling. I'm just kidding. I didn't take anything for that y'all know of. Y'all don't know what I got going on. Anyway, today's episode we got a banger for y'all. It's I'm gonna let Chuka break it down because he was giving me the little rundown before the show, and it was let's just say it's gonna get heated from this side of the podcast because I've already spoken on this before. But I'm gonna let you start it off. Give us the topics, and I'll dive into it.
Hell yeah, let's get to it. We're gonna be talking about social media today. It's a topic that's been at the tip of everyone's tongues. I feel like social media has changed so much in the past decade, and really we're gonna start off with influencer culture in 2026 and what it's looked like over the past maybe 2 to 5 years. Lots of influencers in across different interests. So it's a huge thing, and I'm gonna let Obi dive into that because I know you made that TikTok where you
sir.
You shared some thoughts on that.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, we really got to step back and look at this, right? Look at what I'm a segue because I got to glaze us for a little bit. We've only been at this shit for a year, right?
Right.
But a year is a long time. We've had a lot of engagement. A lot of the following has come through. It's been cool. Like we're stepping. I don't even say stepping. We're dipping our toes in what it means to be an influencer. Like whatever that means. Because at the end of the day, we put a lot of power behind that word. And we're not God and they're not God. But let me go to what I was saying in my TikTok, my personal TikTok that I was making. I was touching on how, as the populace that consume media at such a high rate, we really power everything that we see online. Like at the end of the day, we realize most of these people with all these large followings, large amounts of money coming in from social media, influencing, all these different things that they want to take a part in, we powered that.
Right.
Every follower is a person. Every person has a life. Every life comes with a purpose. There's millions of people with purpose out there funding all these people who, dare I say, have no purpose. We've given them their purpose, which means we give them their power, which means we give them their money. So when they come onto social media and they flaunt to us like $1 million cars, they be wanting watches, like they flex on the people that made them. Right. They flex like, I got this $1 million watch because I did this. I got all these things. Yeah, brokey, calling us broke. I'm like, most of these individuals, I'm gonna keep it $150. Most of these individuals barely have a GED, let alone a bachelor's degree. And people like us, I can personally say for my life, I've never donated. The only thing an influencer is gonna get from me is a follow and a subscribe on YouTube for free, and my Prime sub on Twitch. I've never paid for a sub. I've never paid for any donations or anything because these people are millionaires. Why am I giving you money when all these, I see people online, I watch Twitch streams pretty often. I see people donating hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to these people, and they react like, oh, hey, thanks, man. And they go right back to it. I'm like, that could have been somebody's, that's some nigga's rant.
Yeah, Donnie, thanks for the 5 gifted. Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. Like,
could have been
W's.
More. Could have been more.
W's. Thanks for 100 gifted. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm like, 100 gifted is $500. That's half a nigga's rent right now, and you just brushed it off, like he's an insignificant pawn, and you keep going. Like, I really looked at it, and like I've been putting band-aids on gunshot wounds when it comes to all this shit, because I'll be like, damn, yeah. But something hit the nail on the head for me when I made that fucking video. I was seeing this influencer talk about, should I go, and this is no hate to them, I'm just saying this is what sparked the catalyst to make me really like disengage from all this content and really look at it from a lens of clarity.
Right.
They're talking about going halfway across the world for New Year's Eve that day. First class, they're gonna fly that way. And I'm like, and there's a poll on Instagram, and all these people are talking like, oh my God, yes, girl, you gotta go. And like, people are, and then there's this one girl on TikTok that's going through this drama that's like, she got like some New Year's Eve halter top situation where she thinks her followers are her friends and stuff like that. And I'm just like, they keep feeding into this parasocial interaction with their followers to the point where they start to think that they're actually friends and start giving them money, accolades, all these different things, when it's like, no, they don't know you. If they ever saw you in the street, they would be terrified because they're not going to talk to you. And like, I think as people, we need to realize, if y'all have seen the movie A Bug's Life, we really got to like step back and realize we are ants when it comes to social media. People that just regularly consume content at a completely normal basis. Like, you don't dish out hundreds of thousands of videos a day to stay relevant. You don't care about the stream of what's popular, what's what's popping, what can I do? Trends, exactly. You don't care about that. You just watch, hey, this is a funny ass cat video. Like, oh my God, relatable content. Repost to friends. We create the grasshoppers in this situation, which are those bigger influencers. And if you watch the movie, you realize the fucking grasshoppers keep coming down and like, hey, when's the rent due? Pay up. All this stuff. Whole time, per one grasshopper, there's about 1,000 ants. And in the animal kingdom, numbers win. Right. You could be the biggest motherfucker in the jungle.
Yeah.
If 1,000 niggas run up on you, they could be 1,000 geriatric niggas. You're still getting clapped.
Yeah, you're cooked.
You're done.
Yeah.
So that makes me think, right? They view most of these bigger influencers view their followings as ants, lesser than them. They are here to supply them with money to have them live out their dreams. But each one of those ants has a dream of their own.
True.
So my whole thing, and I'm sticking to it. I'm starting to unfollow a lot of these bigger content creators, unless they're like legitimately good people, like that use their wealth proactively and like help others and speak on differences. I'm unfollowing all the hype beasts, basically, all the hype people that like do, and I'm putting my energy into smaller creators, more down to earth people, more like the underground, basically. And I'm like, because when I said I never spent money on a sub or anything, I lied. The last time I spent money on a sub is for the homie's stream. He was streaming. He had like 10 viewers. I'll sub to that.
Hell yeah. Shout out Matt.
Got Matt, Pia, Mia, Justin, all y'all starting to stream. Brittany, every one of y'all that are streaming, I'ma support y'all.
Shout out to
my cousin, Queen Chama, if y'all see her if she sees this, shout out Queen Chama. She does like drama TikToks and stuff. I don't know basically everything, but like she does a lot of that stuff. She's family, she's cousins. So like that's the kind of stuff I want to support. And somebody commented on my TikTok talking about how it's just an endless cycle, right? Because if we stop following the big creators and we follow the small creators, so much so that they become the big creators, it just repeats the cycle, right? So it's an inevitability, but at the same time, we have the power to decipher what power should go where.
Yeah.
We should give that power to people. It's like, do you pick giving 100,000 followers to fucking Hitler, or do you give it to fucking Mary and Joseph from the Bible? Like, okay, that's a bad comparison. I'm saying like you give it to somebody.
We know what you. Yeah, we know
like,
what you mean.
There's influencers that literally will spit on you. Like, what's that nigga's name? Jack Doherty. I don't know if you know who that is or seen any of his stuff. Terrible human being. I know him. Yeah. Bad guy. People will still support people like that. But then, on the other hand, there's people like Keith Lee that have like huge followings and like they started from nothing. Paw Patrol chair in his table in his apartment, struggling to make ends meet. And he got millions of followers, and to this day, he still will give back to the community. He will still he's just a regular guy.
Right.
Those are the kind of people I want to see millionaires want to see, because those are the people that are going to use that millions to make everybody. They're going to funnel that shit back and make everybody grow with them.
Bring it back to the community.
Exactly. That's the people I want to see prosper. I don't want to give it to people that won't use it correctly. I'm done giving my time, energy, and effort to others. That's why one of the big reasons why we started this shit. We wanted to create a community of like-minded individuals and help them to realize their potentials, like we are doing for us. This content journey, it's been great. We've met so many new people. We're learning different things about the trades, trends, all these different things, and like it's been an eye-opening experience to see. I'm not calling us influencers, but just seeing what it's like to enter the space, to deal with the people, stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Which is why I'm like, I would prefer to give my time, energy, effort, money, all that to somebody that's going through the same things we're going through, more relatable people, than give it to a millionaire or to somebody that's doing something that I could, at the end of the day, give less than 2.5 shits about. That's my big thing.
For sure. Yeah, and it goes back to sometimes you see this comment online where people would say, we made the right person famous type
exactly
thing. Because I personally don't like the word influencer, especially now. I think in a lot of ways it has lost its meaning because you're not influencing shit. Like you're not influencing me to do shit. That's for damn sure. And I don't think that I would ever refer to us as influencers. I think we run a podcast, we create videos, we create content, and we're building a community, and we're just regular guys. And honestly, no matter how this thing pops off, I think we're always going to be regular guys, right? So and I think that's a good trait to have, because I guess some of these people, they pop off and they just kind of forget where they came from. I just started thinking about like the French Revolution of the 18th century, when you were talking about like the fact that we gave these people power and we can take that power back, right? Because when you look at the French Revolution of the 18th century, that's what happened, right? Like you had these monarchs who just had so much gold, so much money, so much power, and then the common folk, if you like, were starving. Like they had nothing. And these kings, they're pulling up in a new fucking chariot every day. Gold-plated chariot, bro. And then I think at some point the people just had enough, and they're like, you know what? Like, we gave you this power. You're spending our tax money on your luxurious lifestyle, and they took that power back. I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. I think a lot of people do feel the same way as us. And slowly people will start to take their power back because it's like, yeah, it's like you said, this guy's flexing on you, but you made him rich. We made him rich. It's people's donations. It's people's subs. You know, it's people buying your merch and your products. That's what gave you money. If people take their money back, you'll have nothing, right?
Because at the end of the day, we got to realize, no, it's maybe before when money was prevalent and like we had that extra money to spend on this and that and this and that, we could justify giving it to these niggas. No, people need SNAP benefits. People need groceries. Rent is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Car loans, utilities, insurance. There's way too many bills.
The list goes on.
Just on one hand, for me to come out and give my last $50 to a nigga playing Minecraft online, just for him to flex a Rolls Royce on me next week and call me, bro?
Yeah, you got me fucked up.
You got me 2 ways fucked up past south, bro. Fuck wrong with these niggas? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And after seeing that, I really thought to myself, right? I feel like I'm in a comfortable position in life. I still am growing in my field, in tech, all these other things. Like, I'm not at where I want to be end game. But when I get to the point where I don't even have to look at my bank account when I buy anything ever, you never forget where you came from. And I'm a firm believer on do not switch up on day ones. And that's not to say if I'm growing and you don't want to grow with me, you're getting left. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you've been with me and you evolved with me and all these different things, you're coming up with me in these new like times, best believe we all eating. This table is big.
Yeah.
If I don't know if you've seen the Boondocks, but
I have.
Is this nigga Thugnificent? He talking about like, if this rap shit don't work, we running up in niggas' houses. That's what I want. I want to make sure I got a house for niggas to run up into. I want a big enough crib that anybody come through. Right. If let me not say if. 2026 is a whole new year. When I get the money to run up this big ass crib, everybody's coming through.
Hell yeah.
No matter what. I'm not switching up on no one. Except for some niggas in Nigeria. We don't have to talk about y'all. If you Nigerian and you live in America, you know what I'm talking about. They act like we don't suffer here too. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But
that's a whole other episode, bro.
That's a whole episode. Tune into the next one. All I'm gonna say is everybody's eating at my table. That's what I'm saying. Don't let these influencers take money from you. It is I'm speaking directly to the viewer right now. If y'all are listening or you're watching right now on YouTube, I'm telling you right now, keep that money. Keep that $5 sub. Yes, the ads on Twitch are terrible. It's fine. You need that $5 more because you're going to go take that $5, right? You're going to invest that in your 401k, stock portfolio, something. And you're going to be a millionaire by 40, whenever you're watching this. Keep your money. Don't donate. Don't do any of that. We're going to eventually start streaming. All we want from y'all is a follow and to show up to the stream. Or, in our case right now, listen in on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, all of our platforms, Instagram, TikTok. We just want what's free from you. That's all we want. Like, I just want to make a community. I want to meet like-minded people, talk about tech, learn new things in tech, create new things in tech, all these different things. If you ever catch me flexing on somebody, just know it's not me.
It's AI.
Slap the shit out of me. It's AI. And that's how we segue into our next point. It's AI. I will never flex on somebody in my life on social media. Real life, if I run up in the Ferrari, I'm not flexing. That's just my car.
Yeah. Facts.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah. And that kind of leads into the next thing that we were going to talk about. as far as what social media looks like today. Because, I don't know if you remember, but like back in the day, man, when we first got on Instagram, this is probably like 2015 ish, maybe 2014. It was a whole different vibe back in the day, right? Like people would just post basically anything. Like it was just real time feed of what was going on in people's life, and it was just real. It was raw, and bro, it was just natural, right? And now I think also because of the influence of influencer culture, pun intended, yeah, now it's just a bunch of like just curated garbage, right? And like people want to show this perfect fantasy life on social media, which may or may not be true, or at least is probably half the truth, because you're only showing the good parts, and not showing a lot of the bad stuff that's going on in the background, right? It's like you flexing that car, which is probably a rental. Shit like that. But we're just in this cycle of, just doom scrolling through a bunch of garbage and a bunch of like just complete fakeness all over social media. And I was reading an article the other day which basically was saying that going offline might be the new cool going into 2026. Like a lot more people might start to pull away and just be completely offline. And we're starting to see that in certain events. I've been seeing like some events pop up where it's like no phones allowed type shit. Like you coming into the event, you coming into the party or whatever it is, you leave the phones at the door. I don't know, with the security or whatever it is. You come in and you just have a good time and you dip. Then you can take your phone and head out, right? And then you're starting to see like yeah, you're starting to see these like small communities pop up that are centered around like hobbies, like maybe hiking and running and different kinds of hobbies of things to just fucking take you outside. Cause bro, people just be in the house all day just scrolling on the damn phones. Like bro, it really be the damn phones, bro. It really be the damn
Our
fucking
parents
phones.
were spitting. We always were looking at them like, man, shut up, bro.
Yeah.
It was them damn phones.
Damn phones, bro. Like now people want to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Now people want to go outside in nature and just hike some random mountain just to fucking feel alive. It's like, but this shit been here the whole time. Fucking trees and, I don't know, grass. This shit been outside for billions of years, bro. But we chose to be on the phones, which, kind of sounds a little bit ironic given that this is a tech podcast, right? But it's like, at the end of the day, bro, like, you gotta live life, bro. You can't, like, this social media shit, this shit ain't it.
Not real.
This shit ain't it. It should only be, like, I remember back in the day, like, when we had a computer, and it was like, you went to the computer, you spent, like, a couple hours, maybe chatting with your friends, playing games, and that was it. Maybe 3-4 hours or whatever after school. And that was it. You left the damn thing and you went on with the rest of your life.
That's even more so than I would even say. At that point, I would use a computer to find out what my friends were doing, and then we go out on our bikes and we do that shit that way.
Right.
We'd be out there.
Yeah.
But like this. And that's funny that I agree with it. I was about to segue into us talking about going outside and disconnecting. Whole time we're a tech podcast about technology and connecting.
Right.
But this is us basically telling you moderation is key. At the end of it all, consume what you consume in moderation, because as you were saying, social media is not the same. I watch TikToks now that these are really good TikToks that I'm like, it's called Deinfluencing, basically. Telling you to like, hey, just so you know, you don't need to buy a whole new wardrobe. You don't need to eat this and this and this and this. You don't need to be doing this and this and this to be seen as whatever. Yeah. Because it's so many times you'll see all these different things and be like, oh, I need that. And then you start to look inward and you're like, I don't have these things. Am I living a whole time? These people are being sponsored by companies to run these ads, which is paying for these clothes that they're in.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have those clothes. They're all sponsored.
Right.
Which leads us into the conversation about social media is just one big fucking ad now.
Yeah.
It's just ads. It's just ads. Like, you scroll through 2 TikToks, you get a TikTok, you're like, wow, this shit is ass. Scroll down, it's an ad. Okay. Like, I'll be like, and they're starting to infiltrate your pages now where they want to make it, and this is why AI, concerning, it's starting to get like, I don't know if you see the call sheet, I think is what it's called.
The prediction markets.
Yeah.
Call sheet and Poly Market. Those are like the 2 biggest ones right now.
I'm looking at them like, this is just the most despicable use of AI I've ever seen in my life. This shit is nasty. I'm like, okay. That's, just so you know, the Code Noir podcast supports AI in practical use. We don't agree with abusing people's likenesses, explicit image content, just, you know, basically evil, immoral shit.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to use it to make some code or scripts for work or make a meal plan or just, honestly, no, that's it. If you use it for research, we're going to have a long talk about that one, because don't get me wrong, I'm a Googler. But if you chat GPT something without even taking a good old honest try, you're part of the problem.
I saw someone talking about that. It's like, bro, like, you got to give yourself a chance, bro.
A chance.
Yeah, you got to give yourself a chance, bro. Like, I remember back in the day, bro, and it's so funny because I think a lot of, like, the content that I've been making recently and, like, some of the stuff that we've been talking about is starting to make me sound like a unk. And you know what? I guess I am a unk now. And I just kind of, I accept it, right?
We are.
But, bro, you remember back in the day when you had to write a paper for school? And you
5-page paper?
Bro, you had to go on Google. Let's say you wanted to write a paper about maybe population decline in America. Something random like that. Bro, you had to go on Google. You would search, search what is population decline, right? You would search what do the numbers look like in America right now for the population, and compare it to what it looked like maybe 20 years ago. Bro, you would have to search all these different keywords, and then you would look at the different websites that had articles related to what you were looking for, and you would have to open up those websites and actually fucking read
and summarize.
Yeah.
And put it into your own words.
Put it into your own words and put it in your, like, you would have to basically do some kind of mind mapping of all these different quotes and definitions and, like, you know, statistics, and basically put it all together and make this paper, like, have your, you know, your opening and then the body of your paper and the conclusion. Like, niggas had to actually do some fucking brain work. Like, we had the internet, but we still had to use our fucking heads. And maybe you would even have to fucking go to the library, bro, and open up a fucking book. Sometimes you had to do that too. Now,
so sometimes the sources you needed were like hardcover sources from a textbook, and I'm like, you're really giving me another blast from the past. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, they really had us in those textbooks type shit.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, you give a Gen Z or a textbook now, they'll look at you like you just spit on them.
Yeah. You give them a textbook, bro, they'll be like, what were dinosaurs like? Because you must have you must have been born when the dinosaurs existed.
I'm like, they'll be like, can you just chat GPT what this? I'm like, huh, brother.
Bro, critical thinking is
It's gone. It's gone.
It's gone, bro.
It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore because
my God.
AI has. It's just like bro. We're turning into those fat asses from Wall-E, where we got robots doing everything for us, bro. They're making us stupid. They're taking the jobs. We're done. We're just gonna. Now people are gonna come to social media, and the only authentic thing is them being a piece of shit. You can't chat GPT an asshole.
yeah.
Like, that's all you.
Right. That one came pretty naturally.
That's a natural you, nigga. It's like, you the best bitch there is. You can't replicate that.
Right. You're a grade A asshole.
Asshole. Like fully authentic, cannot be replicated, original copy patent bitch. Like, that's all that there is going to be now because AI is everything, bro. It's terrifying.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
It's actually terrifying. Like, oh, my goodness. But this is just it's just another way of saying, guys, we need to put the books back in school.
Yeah.
The kids need to learn how to read at a 5th grade level again.
Yeah.
Because we got people graduating high school that don't know how to read at a 5th grade level.
Shit is sad.
The Code Noir podcast promotes children learning. Please.
Education.
Education. Pick up the book. Please.
Put down the phone.
Down.
Pick up the books.
And read something. Please. I'm telling you right now, I hate reading, but I guarantee you, put me up against the graduating class of 2026.
Bro, you be like,
we can popcorn read. I'll beat all y'all asses. I'm telling you right now. Popcorn read with me right now. See what's up. Like, it's bad, bro. It's bad.
Oh,
like,
man.
Oh my God. Not to mention we don't even got to get that. This is gonna be another episode altogether. But I'm finding out more of the environmental effects of AI. Like,
yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that.
That's going to be an episode of its own. Yeah. Just know it's fucked up.
That might be the next episode because it is a real thing.
Like that, along with all these corporations fully funding AI, that's got to tell us something bad, man. If 2 of the biggest RAM producing companies are fully funding chip production for RAM or chips and RAMs and graphics cards for AI processing companies, that cannot be good for the consumer. But
yeah, they don't give a shit about the consumer.
They don't give a shit.
That's really what it is.
But that's for another episode. Keeping in line with the social media, I know you had another segue for us.
Yeah, so I was seeing some stats online, just basically talking about how Gen Z isn't really dating anymore, or like just how generally dating for Gen Z looks a lot different than what it used to be back in our day. And I think a lot of it has to do with these dating apps, bro. A lot of it has to do with these dating apps because just like we've been talking about social media, bro, and all the brain rot, it's also found its way into dating apps, right? And I guess the overarching headline would be like the attention economy, right? Because you have all these apps on the damn fucking phone that are all trying to get your attention.
That's a cool background, by the way. Just had to.
Oh, thanks.
That shit was hard.
But yeah, all these apps are fighting for your attention. And what that means in a very hyper capitalistic environment, as far as these different apps, What that means really is that they are tweaking their algorithms to keep you stuck on the app. So whatever apps you have on your phone, you might have like 50 different apps on your phone. They're all fighting to keep your attention. And especially if they are social media apps or dating apps or any sort of app that enhances social connection, right? They want to keep you on the app. So it's not really for your benefit, it's for their benefit. So they can sell you more ads. So they can have a bigger platform that enables them to sell more products, bring in more advertisers, get more ad revenue, right? And I remember like there was this controversy a couple years ago, as far as the Hinge dating app, and I think there was this interview where they were like really grilling the CEO and asking him if Hinge had an attractiveness score, which essentially the algorithm kind of takes your profile and, you know, I guess based on how you look, coupled with maybe the likes you get, like the amount of likes you get and stuff like that, and how many people spend more time looking at your profile, then they kind of put you into like certain tiers of attractiveness, which then means that I guess people with on a higher tier will get shown more on the app as far as people on a lower tier. And people were asking all these different questions like, what does that mean? You know, because even taking it to a bigger conversation of like, is that all we fucking are? Like, are we as people, are we just products on the shelf now? Like, is that what we've become? Like, you fucking go to the grocery store and it's all these boxes of cereal, and, you know, based on whichever one you like, whichever one the kids like, I don't know, maybe fucking Cheerios or whatever, that one gets sold more, and then they bring in another, I don't know, another stock of more Cheerios,
Yep.
and it's like, okay, is that what we've become as a society, as people? Are we just products? And then even going more into the conversation of like, oh, you're like, see, people will be like, oh, a nonchalant dreadhead, or like, oh, like you're black, or like, oh, you're Asian, this, or what do they call them, like the ABGs, and like just all these different terms. And it's like we're kind of like, what's the word? Like we're defining ourselves as like products or like commodities,
Yep.
type of thing. And I think it's just crazy. Like there's a whole big conversation to be had about on that, and I think social media has a lot to do with it.
It has everything to do with it.
Yeah.
It is everything that is it. Dating apps would not exist without social media,
True.
because social media puts this image of what's supposed to be conventionally attractive.
Right.
It gives you a control group to then put your hypothesis towards to test, is this the control? Is this pretty, or is this attractive to me? If it doesn't meet this standard, I don't want it.
Right.
And that's what these dating apps are for. I can speak on it. I think we all can. We've all been on a dating app before. I met my current girlfriend on a dating app. I will say, yeah, it's bad. You basically have to. It's like a job interview. You basically are putting yourself on a shelf to be chosen by the consumer.
Yeah.
If you're on a dating app, it's by your significant other or who you want to be with on the app. If it's a job, it's your employer.
Yeah.
We as people, due to the technological age of now, are just products. We have lost our sense of individuality to the point where now we have to go above and beyond to show that we're worth it. When in actuality, just being alive and breathing and healthy is being worth it.
Yes.
That's it. There's nothing else.
That's really
You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to have a certain job. You don't have to make a certain amount of money. You don't have to be around a certain kind of people. You don't have to have a certain amount of cars, houses, real estate. Being alive, being healthy, that's all that you need to be to have purpose in the world.
Right.
But
that's all you need to be you. Yeah.
It's so bad. People are so upset being themselves because of what we see online.
Yeah.
You see an image of this and you want all of this. And it takes a while to really step back and be like, no, I like me. I like where I'm at. I like who I am. I like what I'm doing. It takes a while to see that because you're so enthralled in the phones, in the social media apps, in the dating apps, in the everything. You're so online that you forget like what real life is like.
Right.
What it's like when you unplug the phone or when the phone dies. What it's like when you unplug the systems. What it's like when you turn the TV off. What it's like when you go outside, look up, take a deep breath, go on a walk, spend time with your family. You don't want that because you want the Rolls Royce. You want the OF girl. You want the Instagram likes. You want the money. You want all this. When those are the look at the most powerful, most successful actors and everything. They still be off in themselves because they gave up their individuality to appeal to us as viewers, to the masses, and they lost who they were as a person.
True.
And if somebody with that much money and that much power and that much influence can't handle that,
it's still not happy.
It's still not happiness.
Yeah.
You're still not happy.
They have all these things that you aspire to have. And that wasn't enough for them. So that says something.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not a part of the group of people that's like, money wouldn't make me happy. You drop $100K on a nigga, I'll be a happy ass nigga. But that is two things can exist at the same time. I'm still not gonna stop being me for 100,000. I'll take the 100,000 and I'ma still do me. I'ma still be me.
Yeah.
I'm not one for changing who you are as a person for a paycheck or for a person to like you. If you have to change anything about who you are for somebody to like you on a dating app or for some amount of money in ads or in anything like that, that says more about you than it says about anything else.
Right. Because when you think about it too, like, I mean, yeah, if you gave me $100,000 right now, I'll be smiling I'll be smiling from ear to ear, bro. But when you really think about it, it's like, why do we like money? Why do we want money? It's because of the things that we can purchase when we have that money. It's not really because of the money itself, right?
Yes, exactly.
You gotta pay the bills. You gotta buy a house. You gotta buy a car so that you can commute back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to buy your mom something nice, or your dad, or your kids, or your family. You want to get them nice Christmas gifts, and you like the fact that it puts a smile on their face that they have that, right? You want to be able to afford food and basic amenities, right? And if you really think about it, if you already had all these things in abundance, or at least if you had enough of these things to be comfortable, then it's like, what do you really need money for? Except for some dumb shit. Seriously, you think about it.
Like, blowing it.
So
that's why people got gambling addictions.
Yeah.
They have so much money they don't know what to do with it that they end up spending all of it and then have nothing. It's like, bro, you had it all. You're that bored. But that's a whole different can of worms.
And even going back to the dating thing, I think I saw a stat that was basically saying that a lot of guys, maybe like 24 or younger, have never approached a girl in person. Like I think it was something crazy, like maybe 70%, or maybe even more than that. Yeah, like 70% of guys aged 24 or younger have never approached a girl in public to like ask her out. And I was thinking about it, it's like it makes sense because you're on all these different apps and you're on social media all day and you fucking got all this brain rot that
it's the red pill content, man. these damn red pill monkeys, bro.
Yeah, it's like on the apps you're all bubbly and you're branding yourself, and I think that's another thing too. Like people are becoming brands. It's crazy because it's like the brands are trying to sound like people, and the people are trying to become brands that they forget that they're actually human. And so you see people like, oh, on the apps you're this completely different person, and in real life, like you have no balls, like you have no courage, you can't express yourself, you can't say anything, but on the apps you're all chatty on the apps, and it's like, bro, it's like we got this shit backwards, bro. We got this whole shit backwards because it used to be that you would be outside and you would make friends outside, or you would talk to a girl outside, a girl that you met at school or at fucking summer camp or whatever the fuck it was, and then you would continue that conversation on text or whatever app of your choice, right? But now this whole shit is flipped.
That's why a bunch of people have like anxiety now, like diagnosed anxiety. You talk a big game online, you show all these pictures and like you got all this engagement online, but you go out like I remember watching a TikTok or a video about somebody saying like, we really like are starting to see how messed up reality is. If somebody watches a TikTok and it gets like 200 views, right? You look at that and you're like, man, this got no engagement. This shit is ass. Put 200 people in your house. See what happens.
Yeah.
You will be so overwhelmed you will die.
Right.
It will be like,
yeah, or try giving a speech to
in front of 200 people.
Yeah, in front of 200 people.
No,
and then you see how huge 200 people is. Like you see how much that number actually fucking is.
It's like if you can, yeah. So that's another reason why we're like losing the plot.
Yes.
We're losing the plot. And 2026, I'll say, at least for us in this podcast, is to reclaim said plot. We need to go back and realize we're all human.
Yep.
We're real, guys. We work in tech. We have lives. We want to make community. And we're just trying to live. Just like everybody else. And help others to live just like us or better.
Exactly.
Like that's what it all comes down to. Cause like social media shit is mad exhausting.
It is, bro.
Like
it really is.
I don't know.
It's like being in the fucking casino, bro.
All the time.
It's like
every
being
day.
in the casino all day, and you're just, you get that little bit of attention, and then you gamble it all away because you want to catch that high again.
Get the high, being in the
going
limelight,
viral, and that's how they get you.
The whole time you're losing bits and pieces of your soul, trying to catch a high that you'll probably never get to ever again.
Yep.
But yeah, man. What else we got?
I think that's a good way to end it.
I feel it. Y'all heard it here, man. If there's anything you can take away from this episode, go the fuck outside. That's it.
That's it.
No deep message. Turn as soon as this episode is over, as soon as you hear the little ending music, turn your phone off and go outside.
Yep.
Or whatever you're watching this on, go outside. We'll be right there with you. Go to the park. We'll see you at the court. We're playing 2-on-2.
Yep.
Come on. That's all I can say about that. But with that being said, we're gonna cap this one off. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching, supporting us. Yep. Make sure you support us on all platforms.
Yep. Like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Stay tuned.
Repost. Favorite. Stay tuned for the next episode, and just tap in with us.
Yep.
DM us on Instagram, Twitter, fucking YouTube, everything we got. We would love to have a conversation with y'all. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But with that being said, we're gonna sign out this motherfucker.
Signing out. Catch y'all on the next one.